Hello you guys, Alexa B Alchemy here for your weekly card pull. Today's reading is for the week of January 30th through February 5th of 2023. This reading is specifically designed for anyone who has predominant Capricorn placements. So if you have Capricorn in your natal chart, especially your sun, your moon, or your rising, or even your north node, this reading is channeled for you. So today I'm going to be using the Crystal Spirits Oracle deck. It's one of my absolute favorite decks. Very uplifting messages, very encouraging. So see what comes through for you guys. And up until recently, I have done these readings. I've done the, whoop, interesting. Okay, wow, that card really wants to come through today. Up until recently, I've done these card pulls ahead of time for all of the signs. And then it's just been one card per sign, but today I felt called to do a live reading, so we're doing things a little bit different. But for you, my dear lovely Capricorns, interesting. Okay, wow, there's a lot of cards that want to come out for you. Okay, so goodness, let me just take a second to look at this, see where we're at. Okay, nice, beautiful. Okay, so the first card, my Capricorns, that I pulled for you was in reverse. Anytime a card is pulled in reverse or in the it looks upside down, so that's why I'm presenting it to you as such, but anytime a card is pulled in the reverse, it's typically asking for you to look at something that maybe you have a little bit of shadow with, or something that maybe there's resistance to, or a little bit of struggle. In the upright position, aquamarine looks like this, but the essential meaning of this specific card is this level of like enhanced clarity. And I feel like maybe for some of you, things have been feeling a little bit unclear. Maybe for some of you, there's been a bit of, like a bit of the information that you have access to has, I feel like for some of you felt unclear, or like it's leading to multiple different paths. There's just a general lack of clarity. I feel like that some of you have been experiencing. In reverse, this can imply that this is presenting struggles in multiple areas of your life or arenas of your life, but also this could just be clarity about yourself, how you feel about things, maybe where you stand on certain issues. I feel like this is a little bit more about you, your direction, how you feel, than unclarity about others or how they feel or what's going on with them. For this upcoming week, there are a few different opportunities for you to work with this. Okay, Labradorite wants to come through this. Okay, so the other card that I pulled for you guys is the card of Labradorite. This is my favorite card in the deck. I'm not biased, but I am. And the reason being that there is a primary message with this card that says, release the need for certainty and make room for magic instead. So paired with aquamarine in reverse, I do feel like some of you maybe have been focusing on like this need for the information, like this intrinsic feeling of like, I need to know what's going to happen, or I need to know what, like there's a certain level of like need to know and a certain level of clarity that you've been wanting. And I think you're being called to release that need and to allow things to unfold in a more magical way instead. I know as a Capricorn, like we can be very orderly and task oriented, and you know, go, like check things off the list, check the boxes, whatever. And this upcoming week, maybe that's going to be a little bit challenging for you, but in order to find clarity about where you stand with things, ironically and counterintuitively, you're actually being called to release that need and to allow those things to come organically. And I feel like those things are going to come organically through accessing your emotions and your intuition and your really deep relational relationships, relationship to life. Some level of the way that you connect to things is going to be what's going to give you the information, not through your logical, rational brain. I did pull orange calcite in reverse as well, and orange calcite is such a beautiful stone. So this card has a lot to do with sensuality, sexuality as well. But if that doesn't really feel relevant to you, or doesn't feel like something that you're looking to work with right now, this is more than just about like sex life. Like your sensuality is your experience of life in your body and being comfortable within your body. And in reverse, maybe that's something that's been really challenging for you up until recently. Maybe that's something that you have had a level of resistance to. And I do feel like for some of you, there's also a level of like like that sensuality that you want to tap into is really, it's, how do I phrase this? It's the key for creativity, and that creativity can manifest in literal creative energy, which can again be a sensual, sexual, intimate kind of experience. But your creativity also, we'll just show this one up, right? Your creativity is also something that really ties into a lot of other areas of your life. So your work, your finances, the way that you deal with finances, I'm getting especially, projects, your relationships even, like there's a level of creativity and the ability to birth something new. So for some of you, again, you've been focusing on trying to find clarity and, okay, well, what do I do? What's next? What do I want? Blah, blah, blah. And again, this week, I think there's going to be some really beautiful opportunities for you to instead channel that into birthing something new, creating something new for yourself, for others, for the world around you. It's going to be really, I think, empowering piece of this week. I did also pull for you the card of Aqua Aura Quartz, and this specific card, I love this card. It's very, very cheerful and uplifting in nature, but it has a lot to do with connecting to a level of like potential, especially potential that maybe you feel you've lost. And this potential can come in the way of like a sense of purpose. I feel like whenever this card is pulled, it's usually an acknowledgement of like a reconnection to self or a reconnection to your sense of purpose in life. So maybe some of you have been feeling a little bit purposeless, or you've been, again, that lack of clarity maybe is like a lack of clarity of like, what do I want to do? What do I want to provide? What value do I want to create for this world? Create, again, value that you want to create. Creative energy is a really, really big theme here. And I feel like if there's been uncertainty around that, uncertainty around what you want to birth into this world, uncertainty around what path you want to be walking, this week is going to give you some really beautiful opportunities to realign with that path and really step onto it. Which one do I want to go? Okay, chill. Okay. I did also pull for you guys, I love this card, the card of colors. Colors are so beautiful. I did also pull for you guys the card of Blue Chalcedony. And this card is really, this is a card of slowing down. Easy does it. Capricorns, again, go nature is pretty natural for us. That's kind of like our bread and butter. We're really used to that. We're good at pushing through things and working constantly. And I feel like for some of you to re-tap into that creative energy that you may want for this week, there may be a level of, like the guidance that's really coming through for you is to allow yourself to slow down. And for some of you, that can be really hard because I think some of you, again, with the aquamarine in reverse, I feel like for some of you, you've been trying to find clarity at a rushed pace. You're like trying to get there faster and you want to get there faster. And that's causing you to maybe block yourself out from enjoying physical pleasures of life, sensual pleasures of life in general. And maybe some of you have been feeling that level of purposelessness because you're rushing about trying to find the clarity, which again, the Labradorite card is encouraging you to release that need for certainty, that need for clarity. And I think the best, getting back to the card I was analyzing, the best way to do that is probably to allow yourself to slow down a little bit and enjoy the little things in life, enjoy the little moments, the little pleasures, enjoy like savor every single second that you can, and allow yourself the gift of not pushing yourself. Like you don't have to be working so hard all the time. I feel like maybe for some of you there's been like a level of like that go Capricorn nature that is really beautiful, and it is definitely a gift that you offer and that you bring into this world. And I feel like a lot of you could really benefit from just taking a step back and allow yourself to enjoy, like, we're already here, is the words that are coming through. Like, you have already created things for yourself to enjoy, and you have a chance to enjoy them. And in taking a step back, enjoying what you've created, I think that's ultimately going to give you a better idea of like what you want to create moving forward. So if you've been feeling like unclear, or like, oh, I don't know what I want for my life, I don't know what I want moving forward, I really just kind of feel like for a lot of you, slowing down and taking a step back could be really beneficial. And the final card that flew out for you guys was the card of Malachite. This card I pulled in the reverse as well, so upside down. And essential message of this card also honestly is clarity of thought, but it's also clarity of your thought and your emotions. And I think this card has a lot to do with making sense of, this is tying it back to the beginning, okay. This card has a lot to do with like allowing yourself to have your rational experience, your logical experience, your intuitive experience, or your mental experience, I'm sorry, and also your emotional and intuitive experience. Yeah, I feel like that clarity of thought is coming through for you, and that clarity of thought comes through again, you releasing the need for certainty, the need for that mental clarity, and allowing yourself to experience clarity in a bunch of other ways, in a myriad of other ways. Clarity with how you feel about things is probably going to be pretty essential for you. There is also there's also a level of like with this integrative process, I feel like there's a level of like right use of your skills, right use of power, right use of intellect, right use of everything. So I that very broad, Alexa, very, very unspecific, but I do feel like for some of you, your mind has a place, and I'm not, this reading is not telling you to deny your brain or deny your mental experiences. This reading is really, I think, encouraging you to allow yourself to integrate your intellectual experience along with your emotional and physical experience. So there's a really, I think that really honestly the big theme for you guys this week is integration of all of these different parts. Of course, there's the mental experience and what you're seeing and blah, blah. There's also the body experience of what you're feeling in your body, and the emotional experience of what you are feeling in your heart. And all of those pieces are something that's going to be really good for you to look at. But again, with the card of Labradorite, allowing these different elements to exist and allowing yourself to kind of tap into them all. Whoop, just drop the card. Allowing that is what's going to open up those doors for magic for you guys. So release the need for certainty, embrace the magical qualities of the universe, make room for magic to unfold in your life, make room for your sensual experiences, for your body experiences, for yourself to be creative. Also, like, make room in your schedule for creativity, whether this means art, play, painting. I know that's a form of art, but that one comes through strongly. Dance, movement, like there's something in the way of your creations in the world, whether however that comes through, that you're being really strongly encouraged to allow to exist, and allow space for that along with your intellectual side. So beautiful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this was helpful. If you haven't already checked out the readings for your other signs, for your sun, moon, rising, north node, I would recommend doing that for a little bit more clarity. And if you have questions on anything or want me to do a pull for you specifically, reach out and let me know. I'm on Instagram as well as TikTok at alexab.alchemy. As well as here on YouTube, of course. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you tap the thumbs up button below if this was helpful. Subscribe to my channel. I post these readings every single week, so anytime that you need guidance, it will be here for you. And aside from that, my Capricorns, I wish you a most beautiful day and week. I hope you guys have a good one. Cheerio.